just watch Lady Bird outside and do her business. So just a few more hours and we get to go. Assuming I ever get Lady Bird to go potty. Come on, hurry up. Go potty, Lady Bird. Lots of frost on the ground. It's actually the least amount of frost we've had in a while.
So we just got back from looking at a couple houses.
Our house!
And it looks like we may be well on our way to finding the place that we may be calling home in the next few months, maybe?
Like
3 months, you know, just depending on how things turn out. So we are doing what we got to do. We've got a plan in place. We were just talking with the representative who works for the CLT, and so we're moving right along. Everything's looking good. I've got to get some more paperwork taken care of, and I think Maggie needs to run some paperwork as well. Maybe, I don't remember. Either way, we're going to get everything we need to in place and just keep on moving. So just making some future plans for the year, what we want to do, and you know, not going to get into all that at the moment, but I think it's all going to be good.
I'm so excited. The first house we saw, it was all finished, and you walk into the house and it smells brand new because they've taken like it down to the studs, so it has that new house smell. But the neighborhood's older, it's very cute. The one thing I didn't like about the first house was the street was like a main street, so it was kind of busy. I would be like nervous, like putting, you know, Lucy, pulling her in and out of her car seat.
Yeah.
Because the street is so busy. But then they took us to the second house, and we both love the second house. Now, it isn't finished, but the estimated time that it'll be finished is the exact time frame that we're looking to move.
They just finished putting in the roof, like the brand new roof, and
they painted it. It's this gorgeous green color. And we were walking up, and there was this woman that was driving by, and she rolled down her window, and she was telling us that, you know, she's like, you know, they've done a lot of great work to this house. It used to look horrible, but now it's, you know, it's wonderful. They've done such wonderful work, and she said, and it's a great neighborhood. So it was kind of like, wow, you know, we haven't even like stepped inside and already met a possible neighbor. So it's the perfect neighborhood. It's the type of neighborhood I always wanted to live in, and it's perfect.
It's very clean. It's right outside it's in a suburban area, but it's not too far away from the city. Like we drove for about 3 minutes, and then you saw the entire city skyline from where we're at. But it's tough.
I don't think it's considered suburban. Suburban is more like where we live now.
Okay, so well, not suburban. It's residential. So it basically really kind of satisfies my need to, like, I don't want to live in a city. Like, I don't want to be near buildings. Like, I just don't like it. I don't find any appeal in having to like figure out where I'm going to park and just, no. So for me, it's perfect. It's like right, you know, it's quiet. It's nice. The people are nice. But at the same time, I can get in the car and drive into Seattle if I want to. I'll probably be taking the bus just because I've just gotten used to the bus and I'm over driving.
It's more convenient. You don't have to look for parking and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like we both really liked the second house. And she said that the square footage was the same. I think it's larger. It seemed like the rooms were larger.
Yeah.
And just, I liked the layout, and it was just, I don't know, everything about the second house, it's like everything that I would want in a house. It has the perfect sized backyard for us. We could have a grill. We could put up a little, you know, playground set for the babies, and I just could see like Lady Bird and the kids running around in the back, and Doggy that we haven't got yet.
That doggy is going to be an Irish Wolfhound or a Rottweiler. We're not sure yet. I like it. I like, you know, the one thing I really like about these houses is, I mean, they are basically rebuilt. They are brand new houses. We went into that. I really going to that house, like, did you feel the walls were like these solid walls, the floors were brand new, like everything was like new?
Well, it's like it has. The nice thing about these houses is it has the benefits of the older houses, where it's like real good quality, and there's a lot of like architectural features that you wouldn't find in the newer houses, because it's very like cookie cutter, like with houses, you know, that are
The integrity seemed a lot more solid.
But it has like all the brand new appliances.
Yeah.
And for once, we would actually have a laundry room, not a closet.
Yeah, it's apparently I just found out what a mudroom is. It's got a mudroom. Yeah, I've never talked about it on the vlog here, but Maggie knows. I don't like old houses with character. It doesn't do it for me. When I lived in Fredericksburg, I lived in a house that was built in 1865 with my brother. And like at first, we were young and I didn't really care that much. But at the same time, during the winter, it was frozen. I remember we paid like a $400 gas bill once. I mean, it was insane. And then, before we left Fredericksburg, we were staying in a house, which I actually kind of did like for the most part. There's certain things about it, like, we basically had a bathroom that was tiny. I mean, it was literally standing room only.
When I was like 9 months pregnant with Lucy, I would have to turn at an angle in the shower because I could not wash my tummy because the shower was so small. There wasn't enough room for my hand, so I had to stand at an angle to wash my big old.
That's how small it is. But so the house was nice, but at the same time it was old. Again, I don't like this whole old thing. I know people they find it appealing. They're like, oh, it's got so much character. It's like, you know what? It's also got all the the advancements are made. They make things better, and so yeah. So I really like these houses. I mean, yeah, they're built on older foundations, but it's like everything is reworked. It's like they've gutted it and made it better and fixed it. The house we were looking at, one of the things they did was they actually they're like, you know what, this doesn't work. We want to actually enhance it. They took out the fireplace and the chimney. It's like, you know what, this is better. It's better for upkeep. It's safer. It's stronger. It makes the
Well, and the nice thing about the second house is the sidewalk up to the house was missing. And I just asked, I said, are you guys going to replace that? And she said, yeah, the reason it's had to be pulled out is we had to redo the sewer system. So that's something we wouldn't have to worry about having to do sometime soon.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I walked into that house and I could just picture myself like walking into my home. I could almost like picture the kids running down the hallway, them sitting at the kitchen table doing their homework, and it just had. Now this is what's crazy. Like it's a construction zone. Like we couldn't really walk around as much because they were in the middle of redoing stuff. But it felt cozy. It felt like really warm and inviting.
So we're gonna obviously be looking at it again as it gets closer to being, fixed up and But at the same time, I mean, just like a preliminary view, it's like, wow, this really works. So we're kind of we're excited. So, what did you guys think? Did you like the house? Lex, did you like the house? Lex?
Yes.
Did you like the house?
I like the house.
Okay.
You loved the house?
Lucy, did you like the house? She liked it so much she couldn't take it anymore. She passed out.
Oh, baby.
So yeah, that's what's going on, and now we're heading back into our little neck of the woods, and so more to come. Deuce.
So I'm still super excited about the house that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the more I think about it, the more I love it. Do you love it?
I like it very much.
Could you see yourself living there forever?
Mm-hmm.
It's really cute. It's like a little dollhouse. It's just so perfect. It'd be like our little cottage.
It's one of those things also for storage. We may want to eventually build like a shed in the back or something like that.
And we could also build a studio.
Mm-hmm.
So that we would have a place to write.
A studio and a shed.
Not combined.
Oh, it could just be a full, bigger portal in the back.
Well, do you remember how my parents in the Shenandoah house, they
Yes.
had the two things, something like that. So anyway.
But climate controlled and everything.
Well, yeah, because, we'd want to take our laptops in there to write.
So that's
stuff.
basically where you would send me when I'm like really, really getting on your nerves. You'd be like,
Well, no, it'd be
go
a
out there
nice
and you
since
sleep
we
in the
both-
shed
Since we
tonight.
both want to write,
Yeah.
you know, it'd just be a nice place for, you know, on Saturday afternoon, like, hey, I'm gonna go out there.
No, I think that's a great idea. Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes.
and then we had dinner,
Yes.
and oh, you're so top drawer. Hottie, 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 hottie. Then we had dinner, and then Keith Saver and I watched the new episode of Mob Wives that's just aired last week, and then we watched an episode from last season.
I do not endorse that show.
I love it.
Oh,
I
it's
love
awful.
Mob Wives. See, I told you, I admitted on this channel the other day that I like really bad television. But I make up for it by liking things like Downton Abbey. Because that makes me sound very intellectual.
Hello, Governor!
You know, it just makes me sound like I'm very posh, very sophisticated. So, David was in here reading, and that's what's been going on since we got back. So we called our parents and let them know what happened. So, I guess they're moving forward onto the next step, and I guess we'll hear back, and hopefully everything works out. But the timing is perfect, the layout is perfect, the location is perfect. It's just perfect. But you know what it's missing?
King of the Hill playing on.
No. It's missing a 3 in the address. But that's okay. Because while 3 has been in the address of every place that we have lived in, we always end up not being happy there.
And we've always just rented them.
And we've always just rented them.
Yes. Yes, indubitably.
Indubitably. So, I didn't get around to uploading yesterday's footage, so it'll be a 2-for-1 day. So, whoops. Whoopsie.
I agree.
Whoopsie. Or I could just make an extra long vlog, but I don't think I'll do that. It'll be like a half an hour.
Indubitably.
Okay, no more.
I am going to crash that joke into the ground.
Oh no. David has this horrible thing where, like, if he knows that, like, a joke isn't funny, like, to him, it's even funnier to keep doing it. And even after it's, like, really, like...
Worn out its welcome.
Worn out, like, nails on the chalkboard, annoying, he'll continue to tell the jokes, so...
Indubitably.
So, anyway, we're going to call it a night. And thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And I think what I'm going to do is, when we find out that we got the house, we'll take you on a tour before we move all of our furniture in. And then once we get everything all set up the way we want, and, you know, everything just perfect, we'll do a grand tour.
Okay. The Grand Tour.
The grand tour. But we made a heartbreaking decision.
It was a smart decision.
It's
that
a
I think
smart
both of our
decision.
parents are also like top shelf.
But it broke my heart. We are delaying our Disney World trip till later on in the year.
I think it's a smart decision, and we'll play it by ear.
But promise me that we can put a deposit down with the tax return money.
Sure.
So you hear it here, folks.
Yes.
So, but you know, it might be better because the weather was perfect when we went in the end of November, first part of December. The weather was perfect. Like, it wasn't too hot, you know, and at night it got a little cool. but it,
Yeah.
you know, we didn't have to worry about the miserable heat of Florida in the summertime. So that makes me sad. Of course, we could also just take maybe like a 2 or 3 day trip and go down to Disneyland.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll play it by ear.
But it's more important to me to be in our little dream home.
Mm-hmm.
It's so cute. It's so cute. It's like the perfect color and has a really cute front door and a mud room. Like, who doesn't want a mud room? It's so adorable.
I just found out what a mudroom is.
I know, you already told them earlier when we were driving back.
Just found out what it was.
So, okay, well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. And I think that's it. So, yeah. We've gotten a lot of views on our commercial.
Have we?
We have, and we have like 1 or 2 more views on our vlog than we normally have. So that's great. So thank you to any of you people who are watching this and are new. And if you found us through the commercial, let us know in the comments below, or just give us a thumbs up, you know. So, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Good night. Sweet dreams. Indubitably.
Indubitably.